Hey, love bugs, it's Roslyn back at you one more again. I hope everybody is doing blessed. I'm doing blessed and highly favored, and definitely hope the same for you. And if this is your first time stopping by my channel, much love to you and welcome. into my returning subs, my growing extended beautiful family. Just thank you so much. Being able to know that my videos is helping you one way or another, either if it's allowing you to help guide you towards separating certain things that are not no longer positively serving us, or is enabling you to enhance things that are truly be deserving towards us in so many different ways of blessings. It's truly, I'm truly appreciating the fact is I can be able to impact your life like that through my videos. So with that being said, much love to all. Namaste, love and blessings, love and light, and many blessings are definitely coming your way. If you have been watching my videos for a while and have not already, please like and subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know when your girl's about to upload her next video. Also, if you are comfortable enough, please drop me a line or two. I love the chance to get to know you as much as you're getting to know me, even if it's about the positive feedback of the content of my video, or you're just up to tell me about your empathic gift, how it impacted your life and heading you towards a positive direction. Also, if you feel like the videos are very informative to you or just gives you good vibes, you would love to share with a loved one, family, or friend that needs, or even a fellow empath that needing some spiritual guidance or confirmation or validation towards their life path or even soul purpose, please go ahead and share. And while you're at it, give me a thumbs up, like, and also share on your social media favorites wherever you see fit. Thank you once again for the love and support, and I hope you're able to resonate with the content of my video. And today, the meditation music I'm listening to, and it said 333 right when I got ready to do that. It's called Activate Your Higher Mind, Subconscious Mind music, and 432 hertz higher mind frequency. This meditation is really powerful because this is like my third time starting this video over because it had me stuck for a minute. I'm like, oh wow, what is that? So if you feel like an instant change in your shift or even your vibration, it kind of seems like it's trying to align yourself, is because the video is very powerful. And today my video is about Twin Flame 101. Heyokas, our paths are full of ups and downs. Without the downs, the ups doesn't mean nothing. It doesn't. It's just a lot of times that, we're heading towards things in our life and we want it, boom, for it to happen. And, a lot of times we get upset when things don't go our way or go as planned. A lot of times that has happened. I've been in that situation like, I should be there by now, but you have to understand everything is at divine timing. You have to be able to, if you want to be able to experience, that true love that you deserve in your life, that you're working so hard for, you have to be able to go through, a lot of heartbreak, going through things, go through that ultimate heartbreak, so there's a lot of healing and a lot of brain work we need to be able to do. A lot of times when we're in a rush here and get what we totally want, you are missing the lessons that need to be taught on that way there. So it's like when you finally get to your blessings, you won't mess it up. So a lot of times we have to be able to go through things to get to it. Everything is the daily process. It's always a process when you can be able to write your, I tell people, if you're trying to decide something, always put the pros and always put the cons. Now, if your pros, outweighs the cons, then you need to be on that. But if it's vice versa, you need to let it go. So it's just a lot of times, I've seen this on video. I forgot I don't know if it was on Dodo. It was on one of the, as soon as I said the light started flashing, it was on this video that I watched yesterday, and I mean, it really brought tears to my eyes. It was this little girl. I guess she had like cancer or something, that it was like the parents didn't even know until it took something for her. Either she fainted or something like that, and the dad removed her. She was always in a mirror, but she wrote all these different things on the mirror, and I mean, it really brought tears to my eyes, and it stuck out to me. And she was like, everybody has to go through things. We got to go through those setbacks. We have to go through failures. We have to go through mistakes. Things are not going our way, but it's just like everything has a purpose for it happening. And it was just like, that was like her dying declaration she left for our family about her journey, even though she didn't, this little girl, she was so beautiful. And she her family was just upset when she passed away, but she left this long message going down her mirror in the back of it, and it like really took her parents back. It left them speechless. But I mean, that girl, for only being on towards her path for, I think she was like probably 11 either between 11 and 13. That girl spoke very, she spoke like older people would. She would sound like she was an old soul. But it was just a lot of things she had hit right on that, some people need to hear. There's always something that comes along in your life just to give you that reminder. Don't be hard on yourself when things pop off. You see the daggone energy. There it goes again. A lot of times we're hard on ourselves, or we get frustrated when things don't happen the way we want it. There's a lot of times that God will divert us on our path if He already sees that it's going to be a train wreck ready to happen. A lot of times it gets upsetting when you want to be somewhere so badly. You feel like, this is something you deserve. But a lot of times when we're working on stuff, we might be praying on it. You never know. God and the universe is preparing stuff for us is even more better than, what we have been asking for. So you have to be able to be patient with stuff like that. And it's hard for me to do that. But every day is like a life lesson to me. Being able to focus on the good and not so bad as the bad. Knowing certain situations you've been placed in. I did a video about this for a few weeks ago. A lot of times we think we're in a situation for us to change the outcome, but it's actually totally opposite. It's like that situation is going to help heal you. That certain toxic situation is going to give you knowledge of things what not to, dabble with again. Giving you everything that you are, the things that you need to work on throughout yourself as having you heal yourself on the places you totally need healing at. And there's a lot of times where we're just impatient, like, God, dog, why can't I just get this? We're working so hard for that. But you have to understand everything has a purpose for happening the way it happens. Sometimes we feel like something was an accident, or I stumbled on, hearing this person say this. A lot of times God allows certain things to be a certain way to orchestrate. Like if that person's not right for you, He'll allow certain things to happen for you to be able to see this person is not right for you. A lot of times we pray for relationships to happen, or God's trying to work so hard to tear that mess apart because He feel like you deserve better. It don't have to be just a man, but it can be a woman. As soon as I said that, those are the blessings that are in our life. There's so many things that, we might fall short on that we feel like, oh, okay, I got this down packed now. Can I have my blessing? No. A lot of times we do things just for a fact is, oh, if I be nice to this person or I do this, my blessing should be able to come. And that's not what it is. When you do something, you do things from the heart for not expecting anything back. That's where the blessing comes in it. When you're doing things selflessly, not doing something for somebody just because you want something. There's a lot of times we pray. The only time we pray is when we need something in our life. We should be able to pray when you see that God allowed you to see another day, because nobody's promised tomorrow. It's like life is orchestrated just like a bullet. No, that bullet ain't got no kind of name on it. It can straight hit whatever, and when it's your time, it's your time. And it's like a lot of times things that, be placed in our life where we can feel like our life is a living hell, but God will allow you to see somebody else's situation and make you feel like, well, damn, it could have been like that, and it really it humbles you. My situation has allowed me to be humble, because I felt a certain type of way when I first got this started. Like, oh, people will love me. Oh, when they find out, I'm this person's daughter, they'll love me. They'll accept me. No, it was totally opposite, of what I thought. There was a lot of people that did care, but there was a lot of people that hated me for that. Or they felt like, oh, she's lying, or, oh, this ain't true. You don't know. But it's just the fact is, I couldn't keep constantly convincing somebody, of anything. All I had to do is just work all my life. I totally got my whole situation wrong. I've been placed in this situation for, so many different reasons. I had to learn how to forgive. There's the most tumultuous things that has happened in my life, and I felt like I could never get over, and I felt like I could never heal or get the outcome. As soon as I said that, daggone light just got bright as hell, but it was just like, I can really feel blessed, because it's like, there's days I've sat here and cried, snotting up and everything, trying to figure out, why did God place me on this path for all these tragic situations? Why did you allow me to know the truth about my family after everything was said and done, that my dad had to croak for this to happen? I was so upset with God. I was upset with the universe. But every day, I'm able to talk to my dad anytime I wanted to, because metaphysically connected. So there's, my dad always gets mad, like, stop telling me you miss me. I'm here. Even though I'm not physically here, I am here. You can talk to me anytime you want to. And it was just like, I had to look at it like God gave me a gift to be able to talk to people on the other side. Being able to help others, seek peace and understanding in their life, being able to do that. There are so many things that has been placed in my life that I had to go through these tragedies to be able to help others be able to come forth about their tragedies, being able to know, like, dang, if certain situations been placed in somebody's life and they were able to forgive like that, I should be able to. There's times I done seen people, like, it was one court case that I like, like to watch, like, Crime Daily, or, certain things on there that's dealing with, rape, profiling. I wanted to do that in life. I still find myself, seeing stuff like that. And I said, oh, this person did it, or that person did. Look at this situation, how it went about. And one guy, I think he was delivering pizza, and his family was from India or something like that. And it was a black guy that robbed this guy. He was only like 17 or 18 years old, and it was like his first job. And the guy killed him. The parents went up to him and hugged that boy and say, I forgive you. And I mean, that took me back, like, what the hell? This boy done just killed your son in cold blood, but they had to heal their heart. Like, I mean, that was our only child. You know what I'm saying? That stopped that generation within there, but it was like they had to really forgive them. And that guy broke down and cried. He, like, because he really felt remorse of what he did. They said, I just took somebody's son. I took somebody's dad. He didn't know what was going on, but he took somebody else's life. And the parents of the child that was slain, he was able to forgive them. And I was just like, I was in there bawling, because it's like, with you being a parent, that's the worst call you have to get, is that something happened to your child or they passed away. Every time I see a parent go through that, I get all up in my feelings, because that's the worst kind of thing that any parent, that is their worst fear. So it was just like, God will allow you to see certain things in a process, allow you to say, you see how they were easily to let that go, and they were very genuine. I can feel that they were very genuine, and they cried with that guy. He was like, because we don't want them that, because I think they were about to give him a death penalty, and they said no. That he hugged the parents. The parents was there for the guy who did the stuff, and then they were there and they hugged the parents, like, none of us win or lose out of this situation. You're losing a son and we already lost ours. And I mean, that put me, I was all type of choked up. But it's just like, there's a lot of things that we place blame on people, and it feels like we can never, get over these certain situations. But it's like, if you want those blessings to come with you, there's a lot of things you have to separate from yourself. That was the whole purpose of you going through your spiritual awakening, for you, allow you to see the things that you truly need to change in your life. If you want this, you're going to have to be able to change your frame of mind about how you think about things, how you keep concentrating on stuff that is no longer serving you. You keep worrying about what people are doing to you, how they treat you, and all that stuff, where you just need to, hey, if they ain't supposed to be in your life, let it go. If there's somebody who wants to leave, let them leave. There's a reason why God allows you to see certain things. A lot of times like I told y'all, we were praying for situations and relationships to work. When God keeps putting that in, you want that thing for you, you pray for it, God's going to allow you to see this person's not right for you. Or if they're bringing somebody towards you, they want you to be able to let go of everything that is toxic in that situation, so you can be able to be blessed with somebody who's going to love you with no hidden motives, respect you as you respect them, and the love will be reciprocated. Like, anytime you have had like a messed up, relationship, you can't never say that, oh, I wish I never met that person. No, because that's what you wanted at the time. But if you're going through that toxic situation, is allowing you to see all the old things in your old past relationships, to be able to say, okay, when I get into a relationship I truly deserve, I'm not going to do none of the things. You were supposed to take those and write it down, in your little memory box. It's like, okay, I need to have communication, need to have trust, watch out for red flags. Not every woman or every man is the same as the ones that we have been in relationships with. A lot of times we have to go through certain situations like that for us to learn, hey, when red flags start popping up like that again, I already know to exit myself out that equation. And that's what you're supposed to do. And it's just like, whatever's in your path that you need to heal from, yes, it could be a very messed up situation if you've been in a toxic relationship, or somebody has did something to you, somebody has altered your life. My life has been altered, but now I have that chance to sit up here and put my life together on how I choose to have it. Regardless about who thinks what about me, is how I feel about myself. Nobody's perfect. I work on myself every day. There are certain things I mess up about. There are certain days I get depressed. Hey, I'm human. This happens. But it's just all letting you know this is the way of life. You learn from your mishaps. You learn from the mistakes. You learn from falling on your face. You learn from you being in, messed up friendships, messed up relationships. All these things is teaching you something that you're going to need in the future. When you allow yourself to put yourself on that standard, like you have high standards about yourself, you maybe need to stop picking out the people that you tend to attract. There's times where you need to be, maybe let me switch it up a little bit. I used to love thugs, living a crazy life. And then when you get into situations, that's a crazy life. That wasn't meant for me. God didn't have that for me. So now it's like totally opposite. I hold myself at high standards. I don't submit with no one. I don't share my energy like that with no one. I want to be able to do that with a person that's pure, like be pure. I practice celibacy. Hey, whatever floats your boat is float your boat. But there's too many daggone diseases out there that God ain't even plus names on. And I don't seen a couple of things that made me just want to, oh, hell to the no. So I just decided to wait. So it's just like at that time, that gives me that time to heal. You don't need to, I know a lot of people will jump out of one relationship and get in another one because they want to forget about the one that you came, but you're not giving yourself that time to heal, and you're jumping into another one eyes wide shut deep, and you're wondering why this relationship's not jumping out, because you didn't give yourself that grieving period to heal, see the things that you needed to see out of that previous relationship you just got out of. Being able to be one with oneself, learning yourself on different angles, loving yourself at every angle, because when you get into the next relationship, you need to be able to respect them as they need to be able to respect you. Anytime that y'all need to have something that y'all ain't agreeing with, then that need to be compromised. If you feel some type of way, you should be able to voice how, hey, this is not making me comfortable, and they should be able to do the same thing to you. You should be able to lead them. You going about your business, they going about theirs, and you ain't got to worry about them jumping in anybody else's draws. So you have to be able to go in situations like that from you to be able to learn from the other stuff that's been brought into your life. So if you want to be able to have those blessings, you have to be able to do what it needs to be, needs to be done for you to be able to get those blessings. If you need to learn something, God has placed you in certain situations for you to be able to learn. If you have a hard time forgiving people, he will place you in situations where you have no reason to just, hey, let it go. Just because you don't make peace with that doesn't mean you need to invite them back in. It just means that you're placing your energy on something that's going to contribute to your growth. That situation you couldn't control with that person, then you already know you done chucked it up as a loss. Okay, go about your business. Don't allow whatever other people are doing to stop what you need to do for yourself. So I hope you are able to resonate with the content of this video. Let me know if you totally resonated. Or greatly be appreciated. Give me a thumbs up, like, and also share. And if you have not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe and hit that notification bell. And I give my post notification shout out to Kay Dropping Gems. That is my girl. She does tarot readings. If you can stop by her channel, it's like Kayy. Yeah, Kayy Dropping Gems. Droppin with the apostrophe. And you can go ahead and check her out on her tarot reading. She's very good, and that's like my little sister. I love her to death. And I will see you on my next video. And go ahead and drop a line so I can go ahead and post you on my next one. Know that you are truly blessed, highly favored, and forever loved, and knowing there's always somebody out there praying for better days. I pray that everything you are working so hard for comes into fusion for you, and send as much love and light and positivity as you possibly can. You never know, your kind words can really take somebody a long way. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.